Hey, hi, hello, and howdy. I'm Mushy, and you're you. Hello, you. Welcome to Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, where art takes a twisted turn. Join me as we bring to life chilling designs and spooky masterpieces, one gem at a time. Like, subscribe, grab your drills, and get ready to create something dark and dazzling. Let's paint the darkness together. Let's go. Hi guys, so what we're going to do today is post a review. I want to review with you some of my recent finishes. You might recognize this beauty. I know it's sideways. I'll turn it the right way in a moment. From the Pink and Black 2025 kind of like, I don't know, battle event between Crafty-ish Kristen here on YouTube and myself. We hosted a paint-along community event in January, and Rokkari Eve at Rokkari-dpa.com was kind enough to gift us these canvases. Kristen's is in squares and this one's in rounds. We'll talk about that. But she gifted us these canvases for the event, and I did finish it during the event, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the canvas. So here it is. I wanted you guys to be able to see kind of the full picture, but it is so big that I have to kind of manipulate it. Here we go. But here it is, right side up. And as you can see here, get a good look without some glare. Look at the drills, just glitter and sparkle, my friends. Look at that. The light is bouncing. That is crazy. So this is called Feline Fury. It is available in the pink and black section of the Rokkari-dpa.com website, but only until February 9th. So time is running out. If you choose to go on over there, don't forget, if you are a subscriber to Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, you can use code MUSHYROCKS for 15% off your order. And if you participated as a registered participant in the Pink and Black 2025 event, you have a team code, and you should know what it is, where you can buy two from the Pink and Black section and get one free. So with that being said, let's talk details about this canvas. So as I mentioned, this was a round drill. It's a 50 by 65, so pretty big mamma jamma. If you don't believe me, believe me. And this, first of all, can you even believe this is a round drill? Look at the details. Now, there were special drills in this as well. We have some ABs highlighting some of the pink fur and around the eyes, emphasizing the eyes. There's a little bit up in here. There's also some pink metallics highlighting some of the pink fur. And you guys, as much as I dislike pink, this turned out beautifully. But yeah, I'm looking here and I can see the ABs just popping right here, popping right here. The metallics, they're a little more subtle. We have some white ABs up in here as well, and then the pink metallics up in the pink ears and some through the pink like collar fur. But let's talk detail. Now, I mean, you can clearly see the eye shape. You can see the fur and the way it's growing, and it looks like legit hair fur. You know what I'm saying? You get the impression of the black ear here that's fading into the darkness. But you get to see the full ear on the pink side, of course. Look at these teeth. For round drill to get these sharp, pointy teeth coming through so clearly is phenomenal. And then you can see here this detail where the cat is wearing a spiked collar, and the spikes come out looking sharp and pointy despite using round drills. If you haven't already seen it, I encourage you to go check out a recent live where Crafty-ish Kristen and I were live together, and she was still working on her canvas, her version of this, same size, same everything, colors, the same number of colors. The only difference was hers was square. she was still in the process of working on it because, as most of us know, round drill kind of tends to go faster than square drills. So I beat her. I beat you, Kristen. But she was still working on hers. So what I did with our side-by-side screens is I matched mine up side by side with where hers was at, so you could compare directly what she had done to that same section on my canvas that I had done, and compare side by side rounds and squares. We will present you with at least pictures, possibly even some video footage of our canvases side by side, so you can get a full picture of the difference between round and square. But in my opinion, I am floored by the details and the sharpness of those details in this round drill canvas. To me, from what I have seen of Kristen's completion and what I see in mine, through video, I don't live near Kristen, so I haven't seen hers in person, but in video clips that she sent and that I've seen in pictures, I feel like the difference in detail is negligible, which is crazy to say because everyone knows that squares tend to produce better, finer detail. But in this case, I think the rounds do a phenomenal job, and they keep up with and maybe even directly compare and stand their ground with the square drills. This has turned out great. We can also see, if we're talking details, we can also see here the mouth, and look at this on the black side. You can see a clear division line between one half of the cat and the other. But you see this clear division line, and look at the mouth. Normal lip on one side, and then drooping down and glistening like slobbery on this side. Crazy good. Just crazy good. Now, I will say that back here in this background, this is all 310, very heavy color blocking. Through here was moderate confetti, as you might imagine. So it was a pretty good balance overall of color blocking and confetti. Never got bored with it because just when I was about to get done, like fed up with confetti, I'd hit a color blocking area and boom, 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 and vice versa. Okay, I'm so done confettiing. I'm ready for color block. Then I would get a color block section. So I find that with most of Rokkari's canvases, it tends to go that way, where it's an even balance and keeps me interested and invested in the project, because just like I said, when I'm getting tired of confetti, here comes color blocking. When I'm getting tired of color blocking, here comes confetti. And it's such a great balance and mix. I feel like the AB enhancements and the metallic enhancements, and there is some purple glitter in here as well. I feel like they all work to enhance the painting. It wasn't just sneezed and thrown on here. It's to draw attention to certain features like the feline eye, the fur on the edges, the fur around the collar area. So, and then you can see down here there's more ABs and metallics and glitter. It highlights the pinker areas, which I'm a little bitter about because what about the darker areas? Why is the pink getting all the special love? Because ew, pink. But no, I appreciate it sincerely though, all joking aside, because I do not like black ABs. To me, they look more blue and kind of ruin it all for me. But look at the color blending. Everything blends super well. I could not be happier with this finish. But I want to know what you guys think. Here is Feline Fury, completed by completed by me, but the art's by Rokkari. What do you think of this canvas? How did it turn out? And what are your impressions of the round drillness of it? Do you think that having it in rounds did it any disservice? Do you feel like it got, phenomenal results for being a round drill canvas? Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, A++, super happy as usual. And now we have a special guest with another completion.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you weren't the special guest, but go ahead.
One thing I've noticed with being in the diamond painting with Mushy as long as she has been and I'm not an expert at it, but what I have noticed is that her rounds, in my opinion, between other companies look just as good as the square drills, because some squares that Mushy's done earlier on, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe how that looks. And then seeing these from Rokkari, it's a whole new level of how they look. But anyways, I just wanted to give my 2 cents in. Thanks.
Well, what you're saying, hold on now. You're gonna butt into my video. I'm gonna make you answer some questions. So what you're saying was kind of what I said, but with more words and more filler. But you feel like the round drills, the effect, the visual representation, the details and all that come out just as good as the square.
Yeah.
So somebody who maybe doesn't like squares or wouldn't be happy with squares or doesn't want to do a square, if they got a round, their end result would be the same, if comparable, if not exactly the same as a square.
Yes, that's what I think.
I do too. I'm still flabbergasted. I can't believe the amount of detail that came out, especially with a round canvas that came out, and it's so spot on side by side with Kristen's square. It's insane. So really, when you order from Rokkari, what we're saying is round or square, you'll be happy either way. It turns out looking pretty much almost identical, if not identical.
It comes down to preference now on what you
it does.
prefer.
It comes down to your preference, round or square, what you like to work on or feel like working on that time. So anyway, the real special guest, let me summon her and her glowing personality. Be right back. Here she is now, Sassafras McGee, aka my very own Leah.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, my nails are busted. It's because I wash my hands so much. This is Raven Diamond Art Club member, and it is a round in size.
Size too small to read. You can't remember? 40 by 50.
This is a 40 by 50. Now, I'm sure you see his tongue and his eyeballs and his nails. This is not how the diamond painting was mapped. I did that myself.
This is a regular kit,
this is
not
an
an AB kit.
Yes, this is a regular standard kit. His tongue and his eyes are some leftover coaster rhinestones of hers that I stole and padoinked. Badoinked.
That is a technical diamond painting term.
Yes. Padoink. This took a while because I work entirely too much and never have free time anymore. But this was a fairly easy and quick to get through diamond painting.
Looks like there's a lot of color blocking here.
Yes, there was quite a bit of color blocking in most of it. Really the only confetti are the skin portions and the initial shirt and jean jacket. But most of it was color blocking. One thing that, or two things that I noticed while doing this was some spots on this canvas were very slippery. Like over here, and I can see some spots over here.
What do you mean by slippery? Like
where I'd set the drills down and they're slipping, they're sliding, they won't stay where I put them.
Almost like a little oily?
Yeah, almost a little oily.
And the drills were shifting.
Easily. And
okay.
And another thing were some of the letters. So there's a D in here, right? I'm not being stupid. Yeah, so the D and the O are both dark blues, and unless they were right next to each other, I had a really hard time telling them apart. So there's probably a lot of D's in an O spot and a lot of O's in a D spot because they were very difficult to tell apart unless they were right next to each other.
There's some dirty jokes in there.
Yeah, the D and the O. And then another issue in that same vein was the 7 and the T. They were both almost black backgrounds. And unless they were right next to each other, I also mixed up a few 7s and T's probably, because they looked so similar.
Did you use a light board?
I did use a light board.
And even with that?
Even with the light board, those 4 gave me some trouble. If you see that I'm scratching something, there is probably what looks like dead grass just chilling. We're going to ignore that.
That did not come with the kit.
No, that did not come with the kit.
That came with the cat.
That came with the me. Oh. Honestly, that came with the me. But yeah, otherwise, I really liked this painting. Like I said, if you have this and haven't done it yet, or you end up getting it in the future if it's brought back, his tongue and his nails and his eyes won't look this spectacular. But
I have a question.
Yes.
What are these white things here?
These are, so his sleeves are pulled down like this, and they have a V-slit, and they're open, and that's like the drawstring to close them.
Did you have any issue with any trashy drills or anything like that with this one?
On this one, I can't remember super clearly.
But on your current Raven.
On my current Raven, which when I get that done and I do a post review, you guys will hear all about it. On my current Raven, yes, quite a bit of trash drills. On this one, I can't recall anything that made me, that stood out to me. I'm going to bring this closer real quick. I'm not seeing anything that's jumping out at me trash wise on here. But on my current one is making me cry a little bit every time I work on it. I'm sorry, Mama Raven.
What do you think of this? Like, what do you think of how it turned out? Are you happy with how it turned out visually, the details and all that?
Yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out visually. Some of the, like the pinks mixed in with the browns right here.
For the shadowing.
Are throwing me off a little bit, but
at a viewing distance,
it blends in and it looks good. It's up close, but I like how this turned out. I might frame it and put it up. I'm not sure yet.
For people who don't know, who are looking at this and like, I don't even recognize this character.
It's Eddie Munson from Stranger Things, I think season 4. Or
hugely
popular character from that season. If you've seen the new Gladiator 2, he was in that. He was in Game of Thrones for approximately 5 seconds. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard he's dating a pop star, Doja Cat. I've never been so jealous of Doja Cat in my life. But yes, this is Eddie Munson. And I think I had this kit for a while, and I finally got around to it. And I'm happy I did. That dead grass in here is really bothering me. I'm going to need murder tweezers.
Okay. And what do you think of your enhancement choices? Are you happy with the choice that you made to add AB nails and rhinestone tongue and eyes?
Yeah, I'm really happy that I decided to do that. I just wanted him to be special because he's special to me.
All right, and then we're gonna tape up the border to add a little bit of decoration, and we decided on red.
Yes, red.
All right. Well, thank you, Leah, for
You're welcome.
Your opinion.
Don't forget to buy and read my book. Bye, everybody.
Well, what's your book?
Oh, my book. It's called Within My Skin by Leah Marie Brock. It is on Amazon for physical copy and Kindle copy. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free. Everybody loves free stuff.
What genre is your book?
It is a young adult urban fantasy about monsters. Paranormal monsters, skinwalkers, shapeshifters, mildly supernatural vibes if you have ever watched Supernatural.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, Leah. And since, we're talking about it, the reason why she felt comfortable mentioning her book while talking about a Raven Diamond Art kit is because Mama Raven has been generous enough over the past year to include some of Leah's books in with some of the Raven Diamond Art orders. So you may already have her book. Check your packages, your body bags, and see if you've gotten the book within my skin. Because that, I know the title of your book, thanks honey, because that book, that was that girl right there, Leah Marie Brock, my very own daughter, and Sundown's, the fruit of Sundown's loins.
Yes.
So if you've got the book, shout out in the comments below and let us know. Have you gotten the book from Raven, or have you gotten it on your own? And if so, have you had a chance to read it? What do you think? Let Leah know. Feedback is good. Constructive only, please. Thank you. And we do have one more finish to share. And here I have for you another Raven Diamond art. This is my first completion for February. Thought I'd slow roll us into the love month, right? Valentine's Day is coming up, and with Valentine's, we often get bouquets of flowers, specifically roses, and looky here, dark and creepified, and I love it. This is called Eyes on Me. This was a 40 by 50, no? Yes, it is. I second guessed myself, like a boob. But this is a 40 by 50 AB kit. The ABs are here in the whites of the eyes, a little bit in the blue of the eyes. That's where the ABs live. There's like a little peachy, a little whitey, and a little bluey. The rest are standard drills. This is you can kind of get the hint of a vase here holding a bouquet of roses, and as you can see, the center of the roses are eyeballs. Ew. Eyeballs totally creep me out. So this one was really hard to work on. I don't like being looked at, especially not like directly, and I don't like direct eye contact, and eyeballs in general, I imagine that they feel gross, and I just, ugh. And then the Glenn scene from The Walking Dead, yeah, okay, anyway, I don't like eyeballs, is the point. So, what better way to conquer a fear than face it, or at least, if not conquer, acclimate to it, right? So I did choose this one. I thought it was very good thematic for February, and helped me out, personally. I do think we have some baby breath type situation here, but it gives eyeball vibes to me. No, I was a little bit worried about this one, and I am kind of concerned about it in this area. I know the light's coming from this way, so this is shadowed, but the rose, like this rose here, and a little bit this one, and a little bit this one, and a little bit this one here. Not really well defined, not as well defined as these over here. This was a super confetti heavy nightmare, to be honest. Like, this was a little bit more confetti than I really appreciate doing. Editing mushy here, I thought I would also mention it took me approximately 31 hours to complete this painting. Especially in like one canvas. So I will say that it was pretty confetti-docious. Was it necessary? I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know that I have a real big judgment on whether it was necessary. Sometimes I find myself leaning, yeah, it was necessary. Look at, we need all these details and finer depth and stuff. But then on the other hand, I'm like, but did we need so much? Did it really, And I think, over here, I think you can see with the roses, pretty important. Got shadow and light down here. So arguably, yeah, the confetti was necessary, but man, it was quite excessive. It was a doozy. So be warned, if you love confetti, you'll love this. If you hate confetti, I'd maybe pick a different Raven kit. But overall, I'm relatively happy with how this one turned out. It does look much better at a viewing distance than it does up close, I can tell you that. We can't make out much of the background. We can, like I said, you can get the impression of this being a vase because there are vertical lines, like a ribbed vase, and I'm assuming like a table on a table or something back here, but it's not real definitive. The focal point is here. The eyeballs do come out looking pretty good. I was a little concerned because like the effect is here visually at a distance, but like right here where light's hitting, this is all one color. It's just gray. And right here is a big blob of gray. Right here is a big blob of gray. And I was a little bit concerned about that. Over here, we don't get much blue for the, you know, pupil of the eye. So these look like just round white blobs here. It doesn't really give me the full effect of it being an eye. Like over here we get a little bit of blue, and over here a hint, and over here you can kind of, it gives us some of that pupil action, but these over here don't. I would have liked to have had a little bit more indicative of pupil, like let a little bit of it show on the side, you know, come in on the side so we can see. But editing mushy again, I thought I would also mention that I did too experience the oily, slippery sort of feeling that Leah mentioned her canvas had as well with the glue. All in all, you know, there it is. This was not like one of the better renderings that I've gotten from Raven Diamond Art, but it's certainly not bottom of the barrel bad. It did, I mean, you can see the veins and some of the eyes and stuff like that, and it is a visually stunning, very unique, and you know, kind of a conversation starter piece. But what do you guys think about this diamond painting? Have you done it? Do you have it? What do you think of how it looks? You know, let me know down in the comments below. And with that, that is our post-review and complete with both special guests from the house.
Thank you.
And now I smell something delicious in the kitchen, which means we need to go finish Sundown's video. If you haven't already, please do consider checking out Leah's father's channel, my Mr. Sundown, at Cooking with Sundown here on YouTube. He's a new channel, and you'll see and hear me here and there as I help him kind of get started and get used to talking in the kitchen, which is something he doesn't do. So if you're a foodie or you like cooking, or you're a fan of our channel and our family and you want more Sundown, go check him out at Cooking with Sundown. And with that, we're done here. And until next time, stay naughty.